Josh Mafia, we are back with another reaction video.
Yes, Lord.
Indeed, we are. But today we are reacting to the top most dramatic moments ever in court. But if you're new to my channel, make sure you're liking the video and subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, then make sure everybody's locked in my channel. Even your pets need to be locked in. Grab your food, your snacks and beverages, your soda, pop, whatever you want to call it. Today, right now, you feel me? Go grab it. You feel me? I'm gonna give you some time, but till then, I'm gonna talk. But hey, I don't know what's gonna happen, but hey, it's gonna be the most dramatic moment ever in courts. I don't know what these cases are gonna be. I don't know what their reaction is gonna be, but hey, my first time watching it. Let's get into it, and we're finna see what these top 10 most dramatic moments are ever in court. Into it.
This is Christopher McNabb, who is facing charges for the murder of his 2-week-old child in Covington, Georgia. After the child's mother reported the baby missing to police, local law enforcement immediately launched a search. Later that night, McNabb is seen in front of TV cameras begging for his child back.
I want my kid back, man. That's my child, man. I want my kid, man.
The next day, the child's body was found in a nearby wooded area.
Wow.
The cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, which was later ruled a homicide.
2 weeks old, bro. 2 weeks old. I think, right? 2 weeks old. Either way, if it's not 2 weeks old, I'm pretty sure I heard 2 weeks, but either way, it's still a baby. You feel me?
Homicide. McNabb was arrested and charged with the murder of his own 2-week-old baby.
2 weeks.
He was found guilty. We now move on to the sentencing. McNabb can then be heard claiming his innocence.
I'm innocent. I didn't do it. I've maintained that the whole time. I would never do this. That's all I got to say. I would never do it. I'm innocent.
And now the judge lets McNabb unknowingly choose his own sentence.
Wow.
You claim you're innocent, so you tell me what sentence the man or woman that you claim did this should receive.
If you ever find out who did them, they deserve to be under the jail.
Okay, so they ought to get the maximum sentence.
Most definitely.
Okay, on the crime of malice murder, I sentence you to life in confinement without parole or considering the death of another.
Damn.
After McNabb was handed down the max sentence, he was moved to Hayes State Prison in Tryon, Georgia, where he is serving his life sentence.
Wow.
This is
Should have never. You 2 weeks. Come on. That shit crazy.
Franklin Williams, who is convicted of multiple felonies, including armed robberies and fleeing police in Cleveland, Ohio.
And on the document, again, I'm going to interrupt Mr. Williams. Listen to me. I'm going to gag you in 1 second.
Williams conducted 3 armed robberies before leading police on a high-speed chase. He was later arrested and convicted. Now, at his sentencing, Williams would not stop talking, despite more than a dozen warnings from the judge.
But you're not letting me. That means zip it right now. You trying to? Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. That's a violation of the HIPAA law, Judge. Here we go.
This resulted in the judge ordering Williams' mouth to be taped shut.
Damn.
Attempt to bite or injure any of my deputies, you're gonna have a bad day.
Wow. That's crazy.
Following court appearance, Williams has something to share with the judge and cameras.
Freedom of speech, no duct tape with the hashtag.
Aside from all the interruptions, the judge can hand down Williams' sentence.
You face the potential maximum consecutive sentence of 134 years.
Ooh, wee.
24-year sentence.
After Williams received a 24-year prison sentence,
Damn.
the judge later apologized for the duct tape and threw out that sentence. He then appointed a new judge, where she sentenced him to 33 years behind bars.
Wow.
This is Cameo.
Either way, 20, 30, that's still a crazy amount of years. But hey, what if he did it? You know what I'm saying?
Gamut, who is charged with the murder of her boyfriend in Jackson, Mississippi. Reportedly, the attack happened during an argument between the two individuals and ended with the boyfriend being violently stabbed to death.
Damn!
Was arrested on first-degree murder charges. In court, Gamut would claim her murder was in self-defense and her boyfriend was attacking her. But in the end, she was found guilty of murder.
The way I was portrayed, mostly everything was lies. There was a little bit of truth, but mostly I was convicted off of lies.
We now move move into the sentencing, where Gamut reportedly kept interrupting the judge.
You're gonna shut your mouth or I'm gonna have some duct tape put on it.
With Gamut showing no remorse, the judge had some final words.
You stabbed, you stabbed, you stabbed, you stabbed until he was dead. I agree with the family. I hope you die in prison as well. You know, if this was a death penalty state, you'd be getting the chair.
In the end, Gamut was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. This is Kimberly Kessar, who was charged with the murder of her coworker in Nassau County, Florida.
Jordan Beard is Jolene Cummings' cousin.
Kessar was working at a Tangles hair salon under a fake name. She reportedly was on the run for 25 years and wanted in several states.
Wow.
She wouldn't be found until she brutally murdered her coworker with scissors and allegedly disposed of her body. This is Kessar after she was arrested and awaiting trial.
Are we on mute anyway, so I can say whatever the I want?
We're not on mute.
Oh, okay.
And this is what it was like to supervise her in jail.
She began to remove feces from styrofoam trays in the back of her cell and smear on herself on the walls. She began to throw feces at Smith and then...
Wow.
Now in the trial, she had to go to a separate
throwing shit. That's crazy. That's crazy, honestly.
room due to her outbursts.
I refuse it. I have refused it. I refuse the public defender's office. They appointed Jolene Cummings' cousin as my public defender. What, you don't want the public to know that?
And she continuously made false claims about her former public defender.
Jordan Beard is Jolene Cummings' cousin. Jordan Beard.
She just hooting and hollering, ain't she? Just hooting and hollering.
Jolene's cousin.
She was later found guilty of first-degree murder and was sentenced to life in prison without parole.
Crazy.
This is Kyandria Cook.
Not crazy how like she got the sentence. Like she literally stabbed her fucking coworker with scissors. But this is Kyandria Cook.
Who was found guilty of carjacking charges in Volusia County, Florida. 18-year-old Cook and her then 17-year-old boyfriend had used a dating app to set up a carjacking, where the boyfriend reportedly shot the victim, who was seriously injured. After fleeing the scene and being on the run, the pair attempted another carjacking just 2 days later, but they were arrested. Now in court, Cook stands in front of the judge for her involvement in the theft and shooting.
Keeps you guilty of all three charges. Sentence you to 20 years in state prison.
Wee. Don't look bad.
That is Cook's mother that can be heard crying.
She knew what she was doing.
Reportedly, the reason for this very emotional outburst is there was a miscommunication with the assistant public defender, where Cook and her mother thought she wouldn't face any prison time.
20 years you go.
Cook's sentence was later reduced to 11 years in prison.
That's still a good amount of years. 20 is still a lot, but 11, that's still a decent amount of years, honestly, inside of just in prison, honestly.
This is Jacob Morgan, who at 17 years old was found guilty of setting a house fire that killed a family member in Rock Hills, South Carolina. Morgan was left alone to look after his 14-month-old stepbrother. Wow. And reportedly, prosecutors said Morgan intentionally set the fire that killed his family member. In court, Morgan is at a probable cause hearing. Listen as the judge speaks.
So therefore, I am going to find that there is probable cause to charge the individual General Sessions Court for rape charges.
Morgan settled for a plea deal where he pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter and unlawful neglect of a child. However, he stated he loved his brother and he always maintained his innocence.
I love my brother. I still do to this very day. He's my best friend. To kill him and be killing the pieces myself. And I just wish I could have gotten to him in time.
Morgan was sentenced to 15 years in prison, but after serving only 7 years, he reportedly was released.
Okay. So basically,
this is Ignacio Rodriguez.
So basically, he was good in jail because I'm pretty sure once you're good in jail like for a certain time, like but they reduce it or something happens that makes sense. Y'all let me know if I'm right down below.
who is the suspect in the death of his 4-month-old son in San Antonio, Texas. Reportedly, the child suffered a fractured skull and severe bleeding to the brain. Rodriguez was the lead suspect and was taken into custody. Now in court, Rodriguez stands in front of the judge where he is now facing a capital murder charge, but reportedly, he instead pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of intentional or knowing injury to a child causing serious bodily injury.
Mr. Rodriguez, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty. The judge now hands down his sentence.
It is the order of the court that you be sentenced to 50 years.
But this is the moment that the baby's mother confronts Rodriguez.
I hate more than anything what you did to our son, and for that I can never see myself forgiving you. You were supposed to be our protector, not the one to break our heart.
It's like you don't give a fuck.
Starts talking about her other child. Rodriguez insists that she tells the truth.
As she gets older, she will start asking questions.
Man, tell her the truth. Tell her the truth. Tell her the truth. Tell her how everything was supposed to be. Tell her the whole truth. Don't lie to her. Tell her the whole truth. Tell her the whole truth. The whole truth.
Court officials quickly remove Rodriguez out of the courtroom.
Tell her the whole truth, Angela. The whole truth.
He is currently serving his 50-year prison sentence.
Crazy.
This is Damon Kemp. He is charged with the double murder of his roommates in Daytona Beach, Florida. Police were called to investigate a burglary at an apartment complex, and it was here Kemp allegedly confessed to the murders. He was originally staying with his 2 roommates when both individuals were shot several times in the apartment. During Kemp's bond hearing, he's now escorted into court in a wheelchair.
God!
Huh? God! Why are you saying that?
God!
The judge tries to get Kemp's attention, but he's completely ignored.
Mr. Kemp?
God!
Damon Kemp, I'm going to conduct your first appearance.
God!
For the victim's family, it got so tough they had to walk out. Kemp is currently in the Volusia County Jail awaiting his trial. This is Erica Butts and Shanita Cunningham. They were both charged with homicide by child abuse in Somerville, South Carolina. Butts, who was best friends with the child's mother, was supposed to be caring for the toddler for 2 weeks. The child was only 3 years old. She died from her injuries, reflecting weeks of torture. A time frame that matched the time she had spent with Butts and her lover at the time, Cunningham.
What must have been the excruciating sounds that came from that child is more than disconcerting to this court.
After both women were found guilty, the judge now hands down their sentence.
The court finds it appropriate that each be sentenced to the State Department of Corrections for a period of life.
They were just sentenced to life in prison.
GG's.
Butts and Cunningham.
I'm not trying to laugh, but what the fuck she doing? Like, you obviously you know what you did to that kid, and now it's like you want to react to it now. You should never did this shit to what you did to the kid. Like, bro, you did it's not even what is it? It wasn't like a kid. Like, it wasn't like a 5 or 6 year old. It was a baby at that. Come on, bro, you doing that to a baby? Like, now you want to react like that? Am I wrong for saying that? I mean, they basically killed the baby, which they did. And now they in life in prison.
Cunningham are reportedly at separate prisons serving their life sentences.
She never killed the baby. What the fuck?
This is Anthony Kirkland, who is a convicted serial killer in Cincinnati, Ohio.
They say I am evil and a monster. They're right. Even my mom hated me, but I don't blame her.
Kirkland had previously served a 16-year prison sentence for the killing of his ex-girlfriend. A few years after his release, Kirkland begun his killing spree. Over a 3
He didn't learn the first time. He killed her. He killed his ex. 16 years. Boom. He gets out. Goes back in. The nigga like jail. That's what it is. He likes jail.
Year period, he killed 4 women.
4?
2 of them being teenagers.
Wow.
Kirkland was arrested after his 4th murder, as he was caught with one of the victim's watch and iPod, which made him a lead suspect. Eventually, police were able to pin all the murders to Kirkland. Now in court, as the charges are being read out, Kirkland is facing the death penalty, and next, he appears to faint.
Count 4, aggravated murder.
Don't try to faint now. First, you killed your ex fucking girlfriend. I guess it was toxic. I don't know, but it don't need to lead to that point of you killing her. You get back out 16 years later, you kill four more women, and then I'm pretty sure he said, I think there was some of them was teenagers, or most of them was all four teenagers, but don't try to faint now. You know what you did.
Kirkland was later found guilty on all charges and sentenced to death. He is currently on death row awaiting his execution at the Chillicothe Correctional Facility.
Crazy work. But Josh Mafia, if you made it to the end of the video, this is the end of the top 10 most dramatic moments ever in court. If you made it to the end of the video, make sure you're liking the video and subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, then make sure everybody's locked in my channel. Even your pets need to be locked in. But yeah, this video is pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, this video is pretty crazy, but it is literally 4 o'clock in the morning. But hey, we grinding, no cap, we grinding. But hey, I'll see y'all on the next video. Don't know what it's gonna be, but y'all let me know your thoughts on this video down below too in the comments. And if you want me to react to something, put it down below in the comments too. I will watch it. Depending if it's entertaining to me, I will do my research and see if it's entertaining. But put it down below and I might react to it. I might not. I don't know. I got a lot of things to edit, react, a lot of stuff I gotta do, but just wait patiently for a video to drop if it's a reaction or whatever in general. But just all I ask for, just y'all support me as a big family, which I call Josh Mafia, which my goal is to create a big family, which I call Josh Mafia, as I said, which it's a big family of brothers and sisters. I don't know why I repeated myself. It my words kind of got mixed up, you feel me? But yeah, we're a big family of brothers and sisters, and I love y'all as a family. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Love y'all, Josh Mafia.
Falling, dreaming, talking.